Yeah, it was 2015. So Kobe was like at the end, right? He was struggling a little bit, and so like Chandler hit a shot, and we start talking shit from the bench, right?
No.
Like, yeah, Kobe better fucking D up, like talking shit. And look, I'm only doing this to fuck with Chandler. Because I'm not having to go in the game. I'm not having to, like, Chandler just made he's making $70 million. Fuck him. Let him go guard Kobe, right?
He's still making
money. So I'm like, I'm like, yeah, Kobe, you better D up, light his ass up, Chandler. Chandler goes down. Kobe scores. Chandler runs back, and the whole time, Chandler's only looking at our bench. Like, guys, stop. It's not funny. Yeah, Chandler runs back, and he's not even paying attention to the play call. He runs back to look directly at down. Guys, stop it. Don't get him started. Don't get him started. And like that was
Chandler, that's good for him.
He deserved it. That was the funniest shit for me because it was like I was talking shit to Kobe just to fuck with Chandler, just to be like, yo, if he hits you for 50, bro, I'm gonna be sitting over here watching, like just enjoy it.
Yo, I remember when Gilbert was on his tear. We played.
Wait, Gilbert?
No,
Gilbert's
tear.
Was Gilbert really that guy?
Wait.
Was that guy?
Stuff in the bag.
You have never in your life.
He was putting clinics on.
Ask that question.
Why?
Ask that question one more time, Allie.
Go ahead. Everyone's like, ugh.
Was Gilbert really that guy?
Oh my God,
like
Allie.
Bucket.
Everyone's eyes.
You were just like, what is he averaging?
Yeah.
It was like whenever he wanted to do it,
he's going to get it.
He was going to do it.
This is who he was. And this is no lie. This is no lie. And I've said this multiple times. If Dame Lillard and John Wall were combined, was Gilbert. He was as fast as John Wall. He was as fast as John Wall and as quick. And he could shoot like Dame Lillard, bro.
It was so easy.
He was the first person that shot a three and then just turned around and just like
it went in.
Before it went in against Kobe.
It was like a 40 piece to go with it.
It was like a 50 piece he gave Kobe. He gave Kobe a 50 piece.
Teammates asked me to talk him
that.
down. They were like, Channing, didn't you go to college with him? I was like, no, I know Gil though. Like he took me on my visit. They go, yo, like be really nice with him so he doesn't give us 70.
Right.
Gilbert gave us 32 and a half, and one of our guards faked ankle injury. They said, ooh, it's flaring out.
Name that guard.
Gilbert
was no. I said, Gilbert would look, and Gilbert would say, come on.
He didn't have the best career, but he was the best NBA player at his prime from Arizona. At his prime, there was no play. Even Sean Elliott, all these guys, like at his prime, like he was the best
Andre
player.
Iguodala is really good, but Gilbert was the star. Right. Gilbert was, I will say, Gilbert is the most talented player ever.
Right. And was one of the first guys. Remember, they changed the rules. Because he was a second-round pick and got paid all that money, and they changed the rules because second-round picks.
Because basically they were about to come up with the Gilbert Arenas rule saying that like, hey, we took the risk on this player, and now we can't afford to keep them, and so they wanted to come up with like a rule so they could keep their second-round picks or limit their pay, and it wasn't gonna happen. So Gilbert, after his second year, now mind you, he was only 19 years old. Oh no, he was probably 21. But he was 21. Shout out Savage, and he goes and signs a $66 million contract. And you're just like, that only added to his psychosis.
That was his last contract?
No, it was 6 years, 66. So he made like $11 million a year. Then the next one was like 120, 130.
For reference.
What?
Yeah, Gilbert.
For Allie, reference, we got on a bus. It was like a Coach-O thing. So it's like Sean Elliott, Steve Kerr, like, you, Damon Stoudemire. I was having to be on there.
Include him. Look at
everybody. Mike Wright, like the who's who of Arizona basketball. And Gilbert and Richard have this magnetism of talking shit.
Oh, really?
Where it gets to be, it gets to be sometimes awkward because Gilbert has no boundaries. There's no like, you know what? Don't say that.
Same as Richard.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Gilbert's far worse than I am. Let's just put that in perspective.
Far worse. Gilbert on this bus next to Steve Kerr.
Far worse.
Gilbert would choose violence.
Was like just at a randomly goes, hey Richard, I remember my first $100 million. And all of us on the bus are like,
no, but
I remember my first one.
He was But he was unbearable. But Gilbert, this is what happened. So Gilbert gets cut from the USA team. This is how much. This is just to give everyone an example of how Gilbert was that dude. He gets cut from the USA team. Now the coaches on that USA team were it was Krzyzewski, it was Nate McMillan, and there was somebody else. I can't remember.
Suns coach. D'Antoni.
D'Antoni. So Gilbert, after he gets cut, starts running his mouth like Gilbert does. Starts talking shit. I'm gonna roast every one of them. I'm gonna roast every single one of them. I'm gonna kill every single one of these coaches. So Gilbert goes and has like 50 against D'Antoni and the Suns. So then he's playing Portland on this because he's a West Coast guy. So he's playing Portland on the next part of that West Coast road trip, and it becomes like the game of the week on NBA TV because everybody was like, what game should be the game of the week? And they're like, Gilbert Arenas at Portland. Like everyone was tuned into that game because they wanted to see Gilbert try and go for 50. Like that's what he was doing for like a 3-year stretch before he hurt his knee. He was ridiculous.
Lauren, God, my wife.
Oh boy.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Wow.
if I had to be anyone else, it would be Lauren.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. What
Listen,
about that liquor?
It's just Chardonnay. Anyways,
He's retarded.
You literally just
do
told
you
me that.
remember? I know it's a bad habit. I call Logan my brother Hendrix, like my son. Do you remember when he went and got shoes from Nordstrom's and gave the Lakers 40? He was hooping
Wait,
in like
excuse me, what?
Dior,
What
like
kind
Dior
of shoes?
shoes.
gold
Dior shoes.
Dior, like Louis Vuitton.
Why is
They
this guy
were
not in the league anymore?
Stop it.
No, because he's crazy.
Stop it.
He's
Yo, he is batshit crazy.
Gilbert should have been a Hall of Famer. Like if his knee got bad. That's when he tore his knee up.
That was the thing.
That was it. Once he tore
was
his
it.
knee up. But the other crazy thing about him tearing up his knee is you know how he tore up his knee, right? Do you remember how he tore up his knee?
I mean, it
So
wasn't
he got in
his
trouble.
fault.
He got in trouble because he was like late to shoot around, and so Eddie Jordan, my former coach with the Nets, who became his head
that
coach,
Princeton
wasn't going to
offense,
play
fuck
him.
me.
Wasn't going to play him to start the game.
That's
so
what
then Gilbert
Jameson-
leaves the arena. Gilbert leaves the arena
In a temper tantrum?
In a temper tantrum, because that's what Gilbert does. He leaves the arena. The owner or whoever gets him to come back to the arena. Gilbert shows up in the first quarter, and they were like, "Hey, Gilbert, go in the game." And he was just like, "Oh, whatever." And he was like, "Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom." Comes back in, goes in the game, tears up his knee that game.
Oh shit, that's a true story.
No, he even said it because we asked him like, "Hey, is there a moment that you regret or something that you do?" Or he's like, "That day." Because like that day of like he threw a temper tantrum because he was late, and then he ends up tearing up his knee, and he was still only a 6'3" guard, so it's kind of like you've seen with all due respect
Is he
guys like
only that
Kemba,
tall?
Isaiah, when they get hurt, like that quickness is gone, it changes their game, and then there might have been some other extracurricular things for Gilbert that they were like,
We are going to. I could tell Gilbert Arenas stories all day.
Yeah.
Every day. He was on our podcast not too long ago.
2 years,
Had,
but yeah, good try.
Incredible stories. But before we let you guys go and continue on with your evenings,
What was that move?
A little transition for you.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're gonna make a segue here to wrap up this edition.
Okay.
Jamal, you do not have to show up tomorrow. Thank you for
Thank
taking
you.
your time now.
"Thank you."
I think they want
Gotcha.
you to.
We appreciate. So Jamal,
Um,
can I say this real quick about Jamal? So I was like, Jamal, shut the fuck up, JB.
Wow, do not speak to him like that.
Hey, coach. First of all, two things. We're into two things real quick.
I have two things for you.
Okay, one
and
thing.
one involves you. You're welcome.
Okay.
KYP.
It's not going to be real quick.
KYP.
Okay, really quick.
Know your
And it's
I'm
personal
never going
boundaries.
to be two
More
things.
See how they
involve
treat
him.
me?
Yeah.
You see how they treat me?
Okay,
Taylor?
so
Just involve him.
Really quickly, I texted and then I'm let you go. I'm just gonna say this really quick. I texted Jamal. I was like, Jamal, hey man, can you come on the podcast? Like here are the times. Here's the.
Jamal
He's
had
like,
two numbers for you,
he
and
didn't respond.
neither were correct.
No, one of them was correct.
No, they're from
And
like
so-
1999.
Yeah. So then I go, I text him
Fucking
back.
early
I'm like, hey Jamal, this ass kissing ain't free, bro. When are you coming on my motherfucking podcast?
He did not say that to you.
100% I
I can show
did.
you the text.
for sure.
100%
What
I
was
did.
your response?
I just LOL.
And like this,
I'll be there tomorrow at
Very
6.
small.
Sometimes
Very small
sometimes
fashion.
he's got an LOL. And then he sent me the copy of the schedule.
Stop
Does
it.
11:45 work?
Yeah, dude, what's up?